Before the previous owner took the car off the road, he would go on holiday every year just outside of Le Mans, so he would drive the E36 there and back without any problems. The private reg on the car, MBZ, obviously for Mercedes Benz, and the 108 is for the previous owner actually got fined doing 108 miles an hour in the car. So it's quite a funny wee private reg to go on the car, which I also got with purchasing the car. The car was posted on Facebook Marketplace, and after looking through the adverts, I messaged the guy to say that I was interested in it, not knowing if it was a genuine E36. Obviously they only produced 400 of the 210 3.6 AMG models worldwide, mainly going to Japan, Australia and the UK. So I went to collect the car down in Wales after it had been sat since 2017. It was owned by a farmer in Wales who bought the car in around 2012, and after enjoying it, the car got parked in a sort of heated barn where it was put in storage until the owner sort of decided what he wanted to do with it. But due to unforeseen circumstances, he decided to sell the car, and that's where I'd seen it on Facebook. So we had went back and forward over discussing about buying it, and we agreed a price. So I drove down with my good friend John, who owns Edinburgh Classic Wedding Cars, and we drove down one night it was like a Wednesday night, picked it up early in the morning and drove it back to just outside of Edinburgh here. When going to collect the car, it was definitely, as soon as I seen it, I knew it was a genuine 3.6 AMG, with it having obviously the engine block with the 3.6 air induction intake, and it comes with AMG monoblock wheels, 18-inch, a full AMG body kit and AMG exhaust. The car obviously been sat since 2017. It didn't need much to get back on the road, just general maintenance, and it passed first time going back through its MOT. The car's pretty well spec'd. It has your heated leather, memory seats, full leather interior, and it's a low mileage car too, so it's done 94,000, which is pretty good for a car that is done, 30 years old now. And the car also got tested on the dyno, so from the AMG specifications, the car was supposed to come with 280 horsepower, but every single 3.6 engine was hand built, so there isn't an exact figure on what every car came with. So when I got the car dynoed earlier on in the year, it came out to 260 horsepower, so pretty well for a car that's been sat for numerous years and also being 30 years old. So I grew up with my dad, my granddad and my other granddad all owning Mercedes cars. My dad has a C36 AMG and he's owned multiple E55s, 190 Cosworths. My granddad Bob owned a 124 Coupe and various other classic cars such as like an Austin Healey 3000, an Austin Healey Frog-Eye Sprite. My granddad Jim has owned multiple Mercedes, 202 C-classes, 210 E-classes, 123s, a wide variation of Mercedes cars. And when I seen this, I knew that it was something I definitely needed to get. With having some influence of my dad being a Mercedes Benz master technician, I've sort of grown up, always been around Mercedes cars, and that's where I've been working on a few different Mercedes Benz models. I've got personally restoring a Mercedes Benz 124 Estate that was customised by Ron Stratton down in Wilmslow. So it is a 124 Estate with a 3.2 M103 engine with a full Gen 1 version 1 body kit, AMG Aero 1 wheels, an AMG Momo steering wheel, custom Ron Stratton cluster, and many more AMG modifications, and it has a full leather upholstery. It's known as the Baby Hammer AMG for having the 3.2. It is a 1986 model, so it's a very early 124 Estate, and that's one of the cars I'm currently restoring. I also have a S124, just a 2.2 that I'm restoring, and I also have my Grandad Bob's 124 Coupe that I'm currently restoring, that we have a few AMG modifications to put on it, such as the BBS split rim wheels and a few other things. So that's how my sort of Instagram page came about, Albanac Engineering. I sort of post videos, random Mercedes stuff like the E36, just general welding, fabrication. I do like 3D printed parts, sort of anything to do with 80s, 90s, early 2000s Mercedes. That's sort of what I post on, and just trying to restore all the cars that I've got. With there only being 2 registered E36 AMGs in the UK, my sort of plan is to just keep up the general maintenance. It does need probably a bit of welding, with it being a 210 Mercedes. They're pretty prominent for rust and corrosion, so luckily this car is pretty solid, but there is a few wee bubbling areas where it will need seen to, so that's probably what I'll be up to next. I've got some wee plans for it, mainly just to tidy up. I've had the wheels refurbished with sort of polished chrome lips and then your standard Mercedes centre. I plan on doing something with the exhaust, probably doing something stainless steel wise. That'll be TIG welding. So the rest of the plans for the car is probably to take it on some sort of road trip, maybe go down to the Brooklands Museum just outside of London. They've got quite a lot of rare Mercedes down there, so it'd be quite good to get a photo outside the museum, or maybe across to Stuttgart to see the Mercedes factory, or across to Falterbach, where obviously this car would have been hand built. Maybe even take it around the Nürburgring whilst we're over there. Got a couple of plans for maybe a big road trip, maybe to Altrace, the biggest car show in Europe, I think it is. Maybe go across there. Be quite good to take it on the Autobahn, see how it goes. My name's Ruairidh Mackenzie, and this is my E36 AMG.